Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. So in today's video, I want to circle back using the corporate world phrase. Those hats are sweet, by the way. Check out alabamareloader.com if you're interested. So the 280 Ackley improved, right? You guys recall this target. These are the, so I went out, just to sort of preface all this, loaded up a bunch of these guys, right? These two different bullets. These are the 175 grain Federal tipped Fusion. These are pulled bullets that I got from AmericanReloading.com. Okay, so keep that in mind, pulled bullets. So far they have shot very, very well with Midwest Powder's MP620. It's a Reloader 19 equivalent, which I also picked up from AmericanReloading.com. So shout out to those guys. These are the 140 grain Nosler ballistic tip. These are brand new, right? Brand new from the factory in the box, not pulled bullets. So loaded some of those up as well. Same thing as far as the powder goes, because on some initial testing and even follow-up testing, right? These two bullets with that powder, different charge weights, but they shot very, very well, right? So wanted to come back, load up a bunch of each, because I had 27 left of these Nosler ballistic tips. So I wanted to just go ahead and load up the remaining 27, and then that would leave me, because I have 60 pieces of brass, that would leave me 33 pieces of brass that I could load up with the 175 tip Fusion. So that's what I did. Loaded up all 60 rounds. I've got these 10 remaining, so I've shot the other 50. The first 20 are these guys. If you guys will recall, this is a 10-shot group at 100 yards with the 140 grain Nosler ballistic tip. So I shot that group first, and I did a video on this. I actually go through the process that I followed. Like, I shot around, waited 2 minutes exactly, loaded the next, shot it, 2 minute wait in between every single shot. Okay, so keep that in mind. 10-shot group. That was the process I followed for the Nosler ballistic tip group. Shot it, then put the gun down, shot a whole bunch of other stuff and other cartridges and other rifles, and let the gun cool all the way back down to just ambient temperature. Then I shot the 175 grain tipped Fusion, okay, which is this 10-shot group here. And I measured those groups. I don't even recall what they ended up measuring, but in general, you can kind of see, I mean, they're not amazing, but good enough, right? For what this rifle is. It's just simply a hunting rifle. And obviously not with this optic. That is gonna get ripped off there once hunting season rolls around. I've got a Leupold VX Freedom 3 to 9x50 that will be going on top of this guy. So that's a 10-shot group, same exact process. Shoot around, wait 2 minutes, shoot another one. So I did that. That's a 10-shot group with the 175s, right? Well, when I got home and I made that video going over these results, I mentioned, hey, I want to circle back. I want to, throughout the video as I was going along, I kind of talked myself into scrubbing the barrel back down to bare metal, because I was hoping for better results, right? I was optimistic that maybe we would shoot a little bit tighter groups. So I wanted to scrub the barrel back down to bare metal, and because I had plenty of rounds left that I could go back and just replicate the test and see if there was a noticeable difference, right? Something that was actually meaningful in terms of a difference on paper after I did that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I think we saw a meaningful difference on target, but I did not clean the barrel. Didn't clean it, okay? And here's the reason why. So I was sitting there messing around with the gun. I was thinking about cleaning it. I was actually about to start cleaning it. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I was checking the turret, the elevation turret, and it was loose. It had come loose at some point in time during this range session when I shot 20 rounds. Don't know when, but it had come loose, all four. So there's actually four little set screws that hold this turret in place. They all came loose. And I had set this 0. I'd actually reset everything back to zero, tightened these 4 screws down before this range trip, okay? Somewhere along the lines they came loose. So I found that out once I got home after I made the video. And so then it kind of put me in a position of, well, if I clean the barrel and then go out and shoot and try to replicate the test and the results are amazing, right? Which variable was it that resulted in that? I would think it'd be the barrel cleaning, but I couldn't say that with 100% certainty because my elevation turret was loose, right? I mean, you can kind of see we got some nice vertical stuff going on, right? Could that have been the cause, right? Under recoil, maybe this thing is bouncing around, knocks it a click or two here or there throughout the process. I don't know. So I didn't have a good answer for it. So, you know, I didn't want to go back, replicate the test with multiple variables in play. So I decided not to clean the barrel. I decided to torque this back down, right? Or tighten the set screws back down, go out, redo the test, but then also checking this constantly, making sure these remain tight, which by the way, these loosened up twice in the follow-on range session. So not real happy about this optic at this time. But this is the follow-on test. 140 ballistic tip, right? Nozzler ballistic tip, 140 nozzler ballistic tip. 10-shot group, 10-shot group. I would say that's a pretty big noticeable difference, right? Now, you could argue, hey, that's just dispersion, right? That's fine. I don't care. If that's what you say, that's fine. Which it totally could be. But there was a pretty big difference between that group and this group. So, you know, I don't know, right? I don't know. Come over here to the 175s. That was a 10-shot group. This is actually a 20-shot group. 10-shot, 20, 10, 20. Okay, because I had 20 of these left, and by the time I shot this 10-shot group, I was like, well, I need to shoot another 10-shot group of these just to see how they do. So I shot this 10-shot group. Well, then that left me with just 10 of the 175 tipped Fusion. And I'm setting these off to the side. I'm gonna set these 10 off to the side to use for whenever hunting season rolls around. That way I now have 50 pieces of brass to sort of do some more load development with and test other things. But I had 10 rounds of the 175 and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I could shoot another 10-shot group, but then I was like, you know what? I'll just make this a 20-shot. So that's what I did. Made this 20-shot group. So what do you guys think? Right? Just looking at it, this measured like a hair over 1 3/4 inches. Okay, 20-shot group, 100 yards, 1 3/4 inches. And obviously you can tell, right? It's these 2 shots that created that, right? Those are our 2 furthest, the shots that are the furthest apart are these 2. So, I mean, if you take those 2 out, it ends up being a 1.3 inch 18-shot group. Not too bad. Not bad at all. This 10-shot group on the nozzler ballistic tips, though, this bad boy right here came in at 0.85 inches. Very, very nice 10-shot group. So, good stuff overall. The velocity, I think I was at like 3150 or something on that. And this was like 20, so just a hair over 27. It was like 85 degrees today, so a little bit warmer than when I shot the groups the last time, but that's it. That's where we're gonna leave it. What do you guys think? This came loose a couple of times, and that's the thing. So the elevation has come loose now a few times across a couple of different range sessions. The windage has not. It has not come loose at all. Not one set screw in here has come loose throughout the multiple range sessions that this scope has been on this rifle. So I don't know what's going on with the elevation turret, but that's it. That's where we're gonna leave it. Just wanted to bring you guys a follow-on update on the 280 Ackley results. I know I'd mentioned I was gonna scrub that barrel down, but I ended up not doing that again, simply because that would have meant more variables being changed for the retest, and I just didn't want to do that. So what do you guys think about the results? I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better in my opinion. Oh yeah, I did make a scope change, windage wise. I did shift to the left, just so, you know, you're looking at this and you're going, well, your point of impact shifted. So it did. I made a scope adjustment left. So yeah, from one range session to the next, right? All right, well, that's where we're gonna leave it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time. Y'all have a good one.